The juicy prize Carlos Alcaraz takes from the ATP 500 in Rotterdam. How much money has he won for being champion? Carlos Alcaraz lifted his first title of the year this Sunday at the ATP 500 in Rotterdam, his first ever indoor title and one that no Spanish tennis player had ever won before. In addition to the trophy, the Mercian received a very lucrative financial reward, boosting his earnings in 2025 and his overall prize money. Everything was good news for Alcaraz at the ATP 500 in Rotterdam. The player from El Palmar made up for the disappointment of the Australian Open and secured his first title of the year, finally adding an indoor tournament to his list of achievements. Additionally, between this week and next, he will cut 1,000 points from Jannik Sinner, who won in the Netherlands last year but opted out this time. Carlos Alcaraz continues to accumulate titles and prizes in his young but impressive career. At just 21 years old, the Mercian has already claimed 17 titles on the professional circuit, establishing himself as one of the biggest promises in world tennis and a strong candidate to dominate the sport in the coming years. His latest triumph came at the Rotterdam tournament, where, in addition to the prestige of the trophy, he secured a significant financial reward. The champion of the ATP 500 in Rotterdam received a prize of €449,160, a figure that, while not reaching the astronomical amounts of Grand Slams or Masters 1000 tournaments, remains a significant sum within the circuit. With this new amount, Alcaraz has raised his earnings in 2025 to €847,220, a number that will surely continue to grow as the season progresses. Looking at his financial trajectory since breaking into the elite tennis scene, the Mercian is approaching the impressive figure of €39 million in official prize money, not counting sponsorships and other commercial income. At this pace, he could soon rank among the most lucrative players in history, with the potential to surpass legends like Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer in the future. Djokovic sends a clear warning to Alcaraz and Sinner. Novak Djokovic has managed to stay on schedule and will be at the ATP 500 in Doha next week, where he will attempt to challenge and defeat Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner, the two biggest names in the Qatari tournament. This week has been a great success for Carlos Alcaraz, as he won his first indoor tournament at the ATP 500 in Rotterdam. However, this is just proof that he is back at his best level, gradually regaining the form he lacked at the Australian Open. But he cannot stop here, as a bigger challenge now awaits him at another ATP 500 tournament in Doha. The Qatari capital will host an elite lineup that resembles a Grand Slam event. To begin with, alongside the Spanish star will be Jannik Sinner, who skipped Rotterdam due to fatigue after his victory in Melbourne but will not miss this one. Another key name is Novak Djokovic, Alcaraz's conqueror in Australia, who has overcome his injury and is ready to return to the courts to prove that age is just a number and that he can still compete with the new bosses of the ATP at 37 years old. And from his latest statements, he seems determined to be a tough opponent. Djokovic recently spoke to the Montenegrin portal Vijesty about his current condition. There is no longer a muscle tear, the injury is almost 100% healed, and I am ready. I have the green light from the medical team to train and prepare. The tournament in Doha is scheduled in 7 days, so I will stick to the plan. However, he also acknowledges that the increasing number of injuries in recent years is probably due to aging and the passage of time. A Grand Slam-worthy draw. Despite being an ATP 500 event, Doha will feature many of the world's best players, including 6 of the ATP's top 10. In addition to Sinner, Alcaraz, and Djokovic, we will see Alex de Minaur, who has proven in Rotterdam that his good form is no coincidence. Also present will be the Russian duo of Daniil Medvedev and Andrei Rublev, who, despite not being at their best, remain dangerous and can defeat anyone if they rediscover their game. Djokovic's ultimate praise for Alcaraz, his education and his environment. The Serbian tennis player speaks highly of Carlos, whom he defeated in the Australian Open quarterfinals. He has been taught what it means to be an athlete. Novak Djokovic has nothing but praise for Carlos Alcaraz. Not only for his excellent tennis and achievements at such a young age but also for his character. Since his arrival on the circuit, Carlitos has shown great respect for the players he idolized growing up, especially Djokovic and Rafa Nadal. And the Serbian, speaking to Eurosport, shared this message about Alcaraz. I believe this comes from great education, from the environment he is in, from his coach, Juan Carlos Ferrero, a Grand Slam champion who has taught him from a young age what it means to be an athlete. Not just in terms of competition, but also in learning the values of the sport, how to be a role model for younger generations, said the 24-time Grand Slam winner. Alcaraz is one of the most respected players on the circuit because he has always shown respect and gratitude to the greats of the game. And that is something Djokovic truly values. Their last match, Novak and Carlos last faced each other at the Australian Open. It was in the quarterfinals, with the Serbian emerging victorious, just as he did in the final of the Paris Olympics last summer when he claimed the gold medal by defeating the Mercian. Carlos Alcaraz made history in Rotterdam, surpassing not only his coach, Juan Carlos Ferrero, but also other tennis legends like Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, and Novak Djokovic, by winning titles on all four surfaces: clay, grass, outdoor hard courts, and indoor hard courts, before turning 22. This remarkable achievement highlights his exceptional versatility, a rare feat in tennis, showcasing his ability to adapt to different conditions and succeed on various playing surfaces. His victory in Rotterdam further proves that his rise to the top is not limited to one style of play or one type of court but extends to all aspects of the game. The Mercian claimed the ATP 500 title in the Netherlands after defeating Alex de Minaur in the final, completing a tournament where he showed steady improvement in each match. Alcaraz's growth and consistency throughout the event were evident, as he progressively elevated his level of play, ultimately claiming the title with authority. His tactical adjustments and composure under pressure were crucial in his triumph, especially against a strong opponent like de Minaur. With this victory, Carlitos ended a long-standing curse for Spanish tennis in Rotterdam. For nearly 2 decades, Spanish players had struggled to secure the title at the tournament, with Juan Carlos Ferrero suffering a tough loss in the final in 2004 and Nadal coming up short in 2009. Alcaraz's victory not only gave him another prestigious title but also lifted the weight of that historical disappointment, solidifying his place in tennis history. His triumph in Rotterdam has become another significant milestone in his rapidly rising career, reinforcing his status as one of the sport's brightest young stars. After the match, Alcaraz celebrated the title and jokingly took a dig at his coach after surpassing him in ATP titles won. The young Spaniard, who has always shared a close bond with Ferrero, did not miss the opportunity to acknowledge his mentor's influence while also playfully teasing him about this new milestone. "I am very happy to be the first Spaniard to win in Rotterdam, to have surpassed Juan Carlos Ferrero in the number of titles. We always have a little rivalry," he said with a big smile, clearly enjoying the moment. Alcaraz has often spoken about how much Ferrero has contributed to his career, not only as a coach but also as a mentor and role model. Having a former world #1 guiding him has played a crucial role in his rapid rise, and their dynamic often includes lighthearted competition. "I'm really happy to have handled everything well and to have won my first indoor title here," he added, recognizing the significance of this victory. Winning on all four surfaces at such a young age is a testament to his adaptability and growth as a player. This victory in Rotterdam further solidifies Alcaraz's status as one of the most versatile and dominant young players on the ATP Tour. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because here at Tennis Zone, we are dedicated to bringing you the best content for the best audience. We offer in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and comprehensive coverage of everything related to the world of tennis. Join our community and be part of the excitement of the tournaments with us. Additionally, at Tennis Zone, we strive to bring you up-to-date, high-quality content about players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in the world of tennis.